Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and make this video to show you how to navigate around MindTap, and I hope that you'll find it useful. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm at Cengage.com. I'm going to go ahead and sign in, and it'll just be a moment. And then it brings you to this page, and I already have my login credentials saved because I use them so often. And then I'm going to go ahead and sign in. I believe that your default password should have been UMA123. And then after you go ahead and use it, then you can personalize and make your own. And it'll just be a moment. Okay, so when you log in, this is what the interface looks like. I already have courses here. So the last course that I was perusing was Essentials of Business Communication. What I want to go ahead and do now is show you how you can actually add a course. I already have biology today and tomorrow added. I'm not sure if it'll let me add it again because I already have it, but we're going to go ahead and try and see what happens. And I'll just put it in like so, or you can use the ISBN number as I had talked about during the evening meeting, which I said was kind of like the social security number of the book, and that works as well. So here we go. We have biology today and tomorrow without physiology, 5th edition. And then you should be able to go ahead and select the book. And then click continue. Great. So now we see that this is on my little home page. And what you're going to do is you're going to come down to where it says MindTap Biology, and there's a green plus sign where and it says Create Course. What would you like to do? Create a new course. We're going to click on that, and then we will click Continue. And then you can give this any name of your choice. Obviously, SC1040 makes the most sense if you're an instructor for SC1040. If you know what section you're teaching, and I'm just going to make up a section for the sake of this demonstration, you could personalize it this way, but it's not going to be a conflict with anyone else's course. Oh, and also, if you have more than one section of SC1040, you only have to go through this process once. You can use it for any section of the course. It's just a one-time thing. You can put the start date. Today's the 16th, so for the sake of the demo, I'll put the 16th. And then you can put, if you would like, the end date of the course. I'm just going to put until December 31st, just so I have a range. Okay? And then the time zone is compulsory. It won't let you proceed without it. So we'll pick Eastern Standard Time. If you wanted to add someone else to your course, you could do that here. But then they would also have to go through this process again anyways. But it's just an option. And then we're going to click Create Course. Okay. And then for number 1, where it says SC1040 Section 111, we'll click on that. You have to accept. And voila, we're going to go ahead and X out of this. It just shows you the book and gives you the info. And it'll give you a tour. I'm going to X out of this for now. I'm going to go ahead and just sort of give you a little perusal tour around the site. We have the Webster Dictionary here. We have the full book here, so if you click on it, it should bring up the textbook cover and so on. And there are other supplemental things to look at. The glossary is here where you see that from A to Z. So everything that you see here, students will also see as well. And this is basically what the inside of the textbook looks like. And then you see the chapters option here on the upper left-hand corner. You can go and you can search through chapters this way, or you can actually see on the left-hand side where it's broken down by units. Now don't confuse units with chapters, because that's something that I would do. But no, if you go to unit, and then it'll come down and then you'll see all of the individual chapters. So unit 1 covers chapters 2 through 5, for example. The introduction is just chapter 1. And then you can actually go in and hone in and focus on, let's say, chapter 2, for example. It'll show you, and the students rather as well, any supplemental materials. It'll also break down the chapter by items. So for example, atoms and bonds. Atoms and bonds are sections 2.2 through 2.4. And if that is specifically where you wanted to go to take a look at something for a quick reference, then you could go ahead and just click there. But it's worth noting that the students are not going to have to go through this navigational process, because all of their chapters will be deep linked into Blackboard. So they don't ever actually have to go in and sign in as I've just showed you here. I'm just showing you this for your reference, that if you're still waiting for a book to come in, or if you ever just like forget to bring your book one day and you still need to, obviously engage with the text, this is a really, sort of mobile and convenient alternative to have instead. So as you can see here, there are some videos and things embedded within the text. If we click here.
Electrons are the smallest subatomic particles. They are negatively charged and in constant motion around the atom's central core.
Just to sort of give you an example for what the students see and how the textbook experience is online versus hardcover. As you take a look here, you can see that they can click on specific vocabulary words if they need to get a more expanded understanding of what concepts mean, which is really convenient. They can also go to the glossary, as mentioned before. They can also have the book read to them. So if you see the talking man icon here, they can choose to have the book read to them, and they can actually choose to have the book read to them in different accents, but I'm not seeing where that can be picked now.
2.2 Start with atoms. Remember, atoms are fundamental units of matter, the building blocks of all substances, section 1.2.
So that's kind of, interesting, and they can also pick different size of font, which is really convenient and user-friendly as well. So these are some, nice features for the students to have when they read online. And they can actually pick different accents. They can pick an Australian accent, a British accent, as well as the American accent. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, if we go to the little talking face here, they can pick reading speed. And they can also pick a male or a female voice from England, Australia, or the United States. So that's kind of nice. After they select it, then they can go back here. I think it's just being a little slow today. Okay, it's being
2.2 Start with atoms. Remember, atoms are fundamental units of matter, the building blocks of all substances, section 1.2, end parenthesis, the discovery of subatomic particles. How are the subatomic particles that make up atoms discovered? 0 o'clock. 1:41. Video supplied by BBC Worldwide Learning.
So that gives you an idea for how they can actually listen to the book. So it's like a book, but it's also kind of like a book on tapes as well, which is a really nice feature. So anyways, to conclude, this is just a sort of a preliminary tour of what it looks like online, where you can go to actually, X out there, where you can go to actually sign in and add the course. If you have more than one course, you can actually switch courses and then you can go into a different section. But if you're just staying with one course, you can use the same online account for multiple sections of SC 1040 or whatever your course might be. And I hope that you have found this to be helpful, and have a nice day.